You probably work really, really hard at getting good at what you do, whether you're an actor or you're a voice talent or you're a writer, my peeps. But I think sometimes it might surprise you how two main sections of that work to get good at this actually shows up. I'd like to share that with you in this episode of the VO Heroes podcast. When we decide to become creative types, when we decide to become a performer, an actor, a voice talent, a writer, we're getting into, like any business, like any pursuit, we're getting into a space where we need to train. Just simply to know the basics of what we're doing, maybe get good at what we're doing, and if we're lucky enough, to get really, really good, expert at what we're doing. And I've noticed a trend in the surprise that some performers exhibit in just how much time they spend on that first 95% of the 100% of their pursuit that they spend getting good at what we do. You know, we spend 50% learning the ropes, learning the basics, and then maybe another 45% getting really, really good at it. And then there's that final 5% where we can become, if we work at it hard enough and are given some breaks, we can become world class at it. I tend to have a group of people around me as clients and students and peers that are professionals at this, that are really, really, really good at this, that they've taken advantage of that last 5% and they've learned things that a lot of sort of journeyman performers don't know or can't take advantage of or get the opportunity to be a part of. You know, working in professional television, film, commercials, audiobooks, writing, narrating their own books as authors, getting good results from the sales of what they're doing, getting booked on things. Not everybody gets to do that. But I think it's surprising sometimes if you take a look at the amount of effort it takes to do that first 95% and how much time you're going to spend doing that final 5%. And we sometimes mistake how much that last 5% is going to be and how important it's going to be. I would submit to you that you can severely underestimate how much time you'll spend in your life on that last 5%. So I think that it's likely going to be around, not exactly, but around half of your life getting good enough to be a professional at something, and then the other half or so of your life exploring expertise, exploring world-class stuff, exploring really high-level professional stuff. That's where I like to live with my clients, is getting them not through the first 95% alone, but also world-class concepts and strategies and tactics that get them even further along in their business. I love, because that's where success lies. You can have success with the first 95%, but that last 5% is going to naturally give you a bit of an advantage over the people that are still maybe in the first 20 or 30%, right? But know that that's going to be a lifetime thing, and be ready for that and enjoy that. You know, we sometimes forget just how far we've come. I was in a session with Adrian Salisbury, who helped me get my studio and everything looking great and my camera set up and, the ability to use my surroundings appropriately for doing these podcasts, for doing my auditions and all that sort of thing. And it struck me that his other students and I sometimes forget just how far we've come. Like, this looks great, and I could tweak it, and I could be better at it, but it's that last 5%. And I'll spend the rest of my life going, could I do better with this? Is there something I could do that would be better with this? What's like a really advanced technique that I could do? For example, the camera that I use has this special feature on it where if I want to show you something up close right now, you see it's focused on my face and my eyes. But watch what happens if I put this pen right up to the camera. You can now see the pen and I'm out of focus, right? So that's like a little 5% thing that I did so that I can show people microphones and connectors and cables and stuff up close so they can see what's happening. I probably wouldn't have thought about that when I was first getting everything set up. And maybe I can even use it in auditions for something. I don't know. Who knows? But it's that little kind of tweaky thing, that 5% thing, that I'll be discovering for the rest of my career. Don't forget where you came from. Don't forget the huge amount of effort and success that you've had getting from 0 to 95% while you're exploring that last 5%. I don't know if this is like helpful or inspirational to you, but it's something that occurred to me, and I thought, let's bring this up with everybody who watches and listens to the podcast. If you like what you're hearing, share this with another actor or voice talent or writer who might want to hear it. Hit the like button if you like what you're hearing. You can subscribe to my channel. You can be notified when new episodes come out. You can put comments below this over on voheroes.com, where the conversation is sane and respectful and lovely. I appreciate it if you'd do that. And I thank you so much for watching and for listening. I'm David H. Lawrence the 17th, and I'll see you in the next episode of the VO Heroes podcast.